Good morning, you guys. We had a fantastic day. We're leaving GK right now. I just stopped and got my exhaust paste stuff. It's by a company called Holtz, and it's called Fire Gum. The guy inside says it's the best one to use for sealing a new pipe to an older pipe. So I have this. I also bought this massive clamp. I have two other clamps, but like this one has like heat shielding inside it. I don't know. I bought a massive clamp and I have the sealing stuff here. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this works and we can leave and have long plates. I was gonna go back to Ramstein and use their hobby shop, but GK is like here and Capone is like right next to GK. So I'm gonna go to Capone real quick and use their hobby shop. I heard it's a bit more strict, but all I need to do is use a lift real quick, get under the car, put the paste on, clamp it down. I don't need to do any like real work, so we should be fine. Then head off to the inspection on Capone. I'm not gonna say anything about that, just hope we pass, and then just hope we pass. Let's hope we pass. I just found my twin. Whose man is this? Wagon squad. All right, let's see if they have any bays available. I'm hoping they do so I can knock this out quick. And also look at that, bam. Another reflex silver wagon. That one's a Golf though, but still, pretty much same as my car. All right, so we got a bay number 3, about to cruising right now. The rules here are a little bit, it's more structured than Ramstein. Ramstein's kind of like a free-for-all, which I personally like, but it's a little bit more structured here. Everyone seems super nice, so going real quick, knock this out and get out of here and get inspected. We got her up on the lift. Let's go ahead and get started. Mufflers off and hanging. I've split the pipes back here. What I'm gonna do now is take my fancy Fire Gum stuff here, do a nice layer around this side and on the inside of there, slide it back together, use my new clamp it down like crazy, and then we should be good to go. All right, all the exhaust paste is on now. I'm just letting it dry for a little while. I think the exhaust clamp I got is way too big, but I'm gonna try and make it work. If not, still the other one from last time. But with the exhaust paste, we should have no more issues. All right, we're back. I got a better sized clamp. If you look at this one, this one was way too big. So hopefully this one works and we can get out of here and get inspected. All right, everything's all back together. We're heading to the inspection office right now, and just fingers crossed. I have no hopes. It's all clamped down and sealed up, so it should be good. But again, I have no high hopes. It is the end of the day for them, so I'm hoping that they just want me out of there quick and just like say, all right, cool, he's fine, get him out of here. But we'll see. And back up she goes. So the reason why we're back here at the shop and the car's back on the lift, I want to get under it and just check real quick. So they just drove the car. Couldn't inspect it today, unfortunately, which is very annoying because they should have closed so early, but it is what it is. We'll go tomorrow. But I want to get in the car, double check, make sure everything's tight, make sure there's no leaks, and nothing they can say tomorrow. I just want to be able to go. So over here you can see that is the new clamp I have on there. You can see some of the paste of actually squishing out, but I filled all around this pipe, a nice little layer. I did a layer inside this one, and I filled all the gaps, squished them together, and then went through, clamped it very tight. You can see everything's all nice and tight together. I just drove the car. I don't see any signs of like water or residue that's leaking. So I'm pretty sure we did it. I'm pretty sure it's good to go. I can't see them complaining about this. I mean, it's clamped so solid, and the entire thing is filled with the exhaust putty stuff, whatever it is. So I think it's good. So unfortunately, no long plates today because they want to close early for whatever reason. Because I've gone later than when I went there today, and I don't know why they were closed so unbelievably early, but my luck. Anyways, we'll go back tomorrow very early in the morning, get long plates. I can't see them complaining about that. It should be 100% good to go. I hope. I also have the thing from Josh, a little letter saying this is a legitimate fix, so we should be fine. And then I think I might come back to this shop and do the coilovers here, just because the lighting here is so much better than Ramstein. Ramstein's rules are way more relaxed. Like, they have to operate the lift here for me and the door for me, and like I can't really move the lift. Or Ramstein, they're just like, here you go. So I like that aspect of Ramstein where I'm in charge, I do whatever I want, but the lighting here is just so nice. I don't know, we'll see. we'll see. But long plates tomorrow, hopefully, and then coilovers sometime this week. All right, we're gonna go ahead and bring her down and get on out of here. Okay, so overall thoughts on the Capone Hobby Center versus the Ramstein one. This one's way bigger. This one has like 11 or 12 bays, no, 15. This one has 15 bays. It has a fully functioning, like, this is more of like an actual like shop. Ramstein is more of a hobby center where you bring your car and do your own work. This one has the do your own work section that also has the oil change section down there and all that kind of stuff. This is like a full functioning shop, all that kind of stuff. I love the lighting here. Lighting here is way nicer, but it's a bit more strict. So when you get here at Ramstein, you show up, you just start working, blah, blah, blah. At the end, they check your tools and you're done. Over here, there's a bit more tools, but as you get here, you go through a list and you do a pre-check before you start working, make sure everything's there, and then afterwards, to check it again. You have to sweep and mop your bay when you're done. So it's just a bit more strict, but the facility is much, much nicer, more well kept than what Ramstein is. So, I don't know, it's also more money here. So a lift bay here is $10 an hour, where at Ramstein is $6 an hour. But the extra $4 an hour you pay, you get nicer lighting, a bit more tools, and a bit more things at your disposal. So I think when I do the coilovers in this car, I probably want to go here. It's a bit more money, but they have more tools. Oh, they also have what I found out, they have a strut toolkit, which also has a strut spreader in it. So if mine that I ordered doesn't show up in time, they have one here. So that's very, very good to know. And just the lighting here is so much better. Like at Ramstein, it was like all yellow. You guys saw it. It was hard to film in there. But here it's very, very nice lighting. So I don't know, we'll see. We're heading to Ramstein right now. We have a volleyball game to play real quick, and then we'll head back home and we're gonna do some prep work on the KW. So yesterday I went through and I cleaned up the coilovers a lot. The fronts came pretty clean. The bases down here are actually pretty nice, and all this. There's a little bit of the actual powder coating that's breaking on some of them, but overall not bad. The purchase for the rear came pretty clean. They were pretty gross before, but not bad. I'm not sure why I have one purple and one black, but I don't know, the part numbers are the same, so I don't, is what it is. And then the rears here, the rear springs, they're a bit gross. I mean, the quality of the spring's still fine, but the powder coating has cracked a little bit, and there's like dirt and stuff in it. So I got some yellow paint. I'm probably gonna repaint these today, and then I'm gonna paint this one, repaint it black, just make it look a little bit nicer, just freshen them up a little bit. All right, so I've got these prepped as best I can. I went through and I sanded all around them, and I also got any of the rough edges of the powder coating that's breaking off of it as well, so it's a bit smoother. I have some paint right here. This is from some company, Motip. Never used it before, but it's bright yellow. I think it's about the same. So just a nice fresh coat of paint, make them look a little bit better. Painting them is not affecting the actual way they're gonna ride. It's just making them look a little bit better. The proper way to be sandblast them and powder coat them, but I got some spray paint, so this will just have to do. So funny enough, as I'm doing this to prep these KWs for my car, I get a message from Christina, and she is one of the brand managers over at KW, and I had spoken to her when we were there about doing some sort of like brand kind of deal where I install their coilovers on my vehicle or something similar to that. And I just got a DM from her on Instagram saying, hey, send me an email about the video you want to do or like the sponsor process, and I'm gonna try and push it higher up. So that's awesome. I mean, I just bought KWs, but like, that's awesome. So I don't know if they want to do, or if it even go through it all, honestly. I don't know if it actually worked, but if it does, that'd be awesome. But I don't know if they want to do coilovers on the Wagon, or if they want to do it on some other car, or me go there and do a video with, I don't know what they want to do exactly or what it'll be, but that's pretty cool. But for now, we'll continue prepping these ones for my car. I want to see what happens. Got the first fuel layers on, gonna let it sit for a few hours and dry. Definitely not up to KW standards, but better than before at least. It's been about an hour or so. I just came back, I flipped them over and I sprayed them again so I can get all the angles and not miss anything. But they are looking really, really, really bright. Definitely not a KW powder coated quality, but much, much better than before. All right, I grabbed my actual factory KW one here. I want to see how close the yellows are. In my mind, it was pretty close, but let's see. Let's see. Honestly, that's not bad. That's actually pretty close. I think this one's, the KW one's a little bit lighter, but like, that's not bad. So if anyone's curious, I use this paint, Motip. It's actually bright caliper paint, but I'm sure it does the same thing for springs. You can see the part number right there. It's 04097. Well, actually you can't see it, but it's there. 04097. Yellow, there's not really a name of it, but honestly, compared to that, it's pretty close. Now I'm sure this isn't the yellow that KW actually uses, but for a quick fix, that's pretty spot on. All I know is I am so excited to to put these things on the way. I cannot wait. And these came off the guy's black Mark 4 GTI he had. So they're pretty much already set for a Mark 4. I'll put a picture of the screen right here. The car sits pretty nice as it is, so I'm probably gonna leave these alone right now. It's kind of heavy. I'll probably leave the purchase right there for now, see how I like it and adjust from there, but more than likely it's gonna be good to go already since it came off a Mark 4. Now, like I said, I would like to put the coilovers on this week, but depending on what I hear back from KW, I might just wait because I don't know for sure what's gonna happen. But if they offer like a brand new set of STs or brand new set of KWs for me to install my car and do a video, I'm probably just gonna sell these ones because why would I not take a brand new set over a used set? Which these are in great condition still, but why would I not take a brand new set? So I wanna put these on this week, but depending on what I hear back, it might get pushed back a little ways. Or if KW wants me to go there and do a video, I don't know what they want or if they even will say yes at all, but the fact that I heard back is still a huge step. So I had to write Christina an email tonight, and then she can send it to whoever, probably to Klaus, which is the owner. If you don't know, KW, Klaus, that's his first name. I don't remember his last name. To be honest with you, I'm sorry, I apologize. His first name is Klaus. I don't know what his last name is. I should probably look that up. That's probably bad of me. Anyways, but Klaus probably, I know Klaus watched my last video and they liked that. They posted on their Instagram story. They posted the link in their bio. They posted my pictures. So that was really cool to see that. Very cool company to work with. So I like to do more stuff with them. I'm just waiting to see what's gonna happen. So fingers crossed, because that would be really cool. These things will sit for a day or two so they can properly dry. Let's go see if the little Mark 3 still runs. So I try and start the Savoy like every day or at least every other day if I can. But it still takes a minute. It still runs no problem, but it takes a minute to usually crank up. It hasn't stalled out yet, which is good, but it takes a second to usually, come on, get in there, what's happening? There it is, okay. There she is over there. So, like I said, the car still runs no problem, hasn't shut off once yet, but it does take a minute to actually turn over and turn on. So we'll see what it does this time. All right, this car will be forever demon car. This car will forever be the little demon car. All right, let's see what we got. We still have power, so at least it's not dead. All right, so more than likely this is gonna take me a few tries like it normally does, but then it doesn't shut off, so let's see. And then I put the gas 3 times. Once the car has started for the first time, then it's fine, but this first startup takes maybe 2 or 3 times usually. Oh, closer. Pump, 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 pump. All right, last one. This should be it. There she is. So it's weird. Once a car starts for the first time, then it's fine. But it takes usually 2 or 3 times to actually get it to start, but then it's good to go. It hasn't shut off yet, which is great, but I don't know why it still takes a while to actually turn on. But hey, at least it's still running. At least it's not stalling out yet. I don't trust this car still, but hey, we're doing kind of all right, I guess. So I think the plan for tomorrow will be after we come home from the inspection plates with our long plates, because we should have them tomorrow, I want to put the rotiforms on the GLI, because these things look so good. I'm so excited for those. And then someone said that Miley's been being neglected. Honestly, she's just chilling, doing her thing. I don't have a coil pack right now because Steve has it again. I didn't know you actually had to have the coil pack grounded out and bolted to the side of the head. I had no idea. So I let him borrow my coil pack again. He's trying to see if his car actually wants to run. But Miley's just kind of chilling. She's doing her thing. I still have to get that thing fixed, which is my wheel at some point. But the car's kind of just chilling right now. I will say though, very soon, I'm gonna take Miley to either Ramstein or Capone and use the shop real quick because I do want to do the heater core on that car. Because I still want to drive this car. We have a lot of cold months still to come, and I want to be able to drive this car and not freeze inside because it's just so cold with no heat in that car. It's like it's freezing in there. So I'm gonna order, I think it's the Passat B3 or B4 or one of the other ones, not Mark 3, that actually has the metal heater core with the metal little tabs that come out into the engine bay. I want to get that one, and I'll go rent a bay for the day and we'll do that job. You got to pull the dash and a bunch of other stuff. It's a whole big hassle, but I want to get it done because I want heat. I want heat in that car. It's just far too cold to drive without heat. That is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget, be thankful for today. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.